Hello, hello everyone. I know it's been a few months since you last saw me. You can tell that my curls have gotten bigger, but I love big hair, so so every time I make a video, my hair gets bigger. So the next video you see me in, I'll probably have hair out to here. But I wanted to come back and give you another video. This one's going to be about salary negotiation. And I realize that's a hot topic for a lot of people because after you have the interview and you get offered the job, sometimes you don't know what to say when it comes to compensation. You don't want to ask for too much, you don't want to ask for too little, you don't want to seem greedy, but you don't want to seem like you're selling yourself short. So where do you go from here? And I wanted to bring you a quick video to cover some of my top few tips regarding salary negotiation so that you can feel a little bit more confident. You have some things you can think about or have in your back pocket when you're having those conversations with whether it's the recruiter or with the hiring manager or whoever it might be. So the first thing, the very, very first thing, I can't stress this enough, is know the market. Do your research. So many times people, whether it's that they highball themselves because they don't know what the market is offering, or they lowball themselves because they don't know what the market is offering. And you either are asking for too much and the company can't pay you that, or you're asking for too little and the company is willing to pay you whatever you want, but you've really sold yourself short when you could have been getting a better deal for the job you'll be doing. And there are so many websites. If you're not sure about where to start, or if you're not sure about what's happening in the market, there are so many websites that you can use, and I'm going to have a couple of those flashing at the bottom there. Do your research. If you know that the market is asking for, let's say you're applying for what's a good one. You're applying for an engineer position, and with a particular type of company. You need to go and look at, well, what are engineers being paid at comparable companies? How much are they earning? What are their total packages? Is there some sort of salary and then bonus package? Really get an idea of what the compensation is. So let's say the average salary in the market is $100,000. We're not going to go into the conversation saying, well, I want 250. You may be worth 250. However, if the company, the idea is they're trying to be competitive, but again, still maintain their costs and their profit margins. So if someone with very comparable skills to you is willing to take 100 and you're asking for 250, guess who gets the job? So it's very important that you know the market, you do your research. So that when you walk into the conversation, you're informed, you know what everybody else is doing, and you can be prepared to walk away if you know that the company's purposely trying to lowball you. Because if you know there's a company up the street that is paying, 100, 115, and this company is offering you 75, now you can be prepared to take your exit from there. And however, coupled with doing your research, know your worth as well. And the idea behind that comment is, if you know what your skill set is, you know how much education you have, you know how much work experience you have, and what you can deliver, be confident in saying that in the conversation. So let's say that the market is offering, again, we're going to go back to our $100,000 example. If you feel that you need 105 or 110, be prepared to explain why. Why are you worth that extra money? And if you can outline and say, this is what I can do for your company, this is what I can do for your department or your division, and you're able to confidently relay that message, companies may say, well, yeah, maybe I do need her. Okay. So they'll be willing to meet your demands in terms of what you're asking for. So know your strengths, know what you've delivered, have accomplishments and achievements, right in your hip pocket if need be. So if they're looking again for an engineer, if you've implemented some sort of a process or there's something that you've created, you've got to be able to relay that message so that when they're shopping for engineers and you're asking for a little bit more than maybe another one, it's like, but look at what this person has already done at their company. We don't have to train them on this on these programs. We don't have to train them on these concepts. These are things that they've already probably taught other people. So again, know your worth. The second thing that I do want to mention is don't be the first one to bring up salary. I know sometimes we want to make sure that we're getting the conversation going. Trust me, the folks know that they need to pay you. They know that they need to pay you. That's kind of part of what's happening. So be prepared to just wait a little while, because the conversation will come up. And you may have heard the adage, whoever brings up pay first loses. So, and you also don't want to relay the wrong message that, that right in the interview or something you're talking about, well, so how much again, because here's my range, and just want to make sure this is competitive, because again, they're going to think that you're not looking to be a good fit with the organization. You're not looking to really be an asset. You're just looking to see what you can get from the company. And that's not going to go over all that well. They want to know that you are interested in working there and delivering some value for them. And then the conversation can happen about, well, because of the value that you're willing to deliver for us, here's how we're going to compensate you. So there's nothing wrong with waiting and not being the first one to bring it up. And again, because you want to make sure you're sending the right message. And again, if the first person who brings up pay is the one who loses. And the other thing I wanted to mention, so I'll make this my last tip, is be prepared to walk away if necessary. However, before you walk away, consider the non-cash options. So going back to our first example, being prepared to walk away if they're offering you 75 for a position that should pay, let's say 90 or 100,000. But before you run out the door, if it's just 75 base, see if there's additional non-cash perks you can get. Are there some sort of stock options that you get? Are there additional benefits? Are there additional perks, bonus packages, some sort of that they have some sort of employee perk program where they're buying your lunch or paying for car service, or they're giving you a company car with where gas is paid for. See if there's other non-cash benefits you can get, because what will happen there is, okay, sure, your base salary isn't what you would want, but the whole idea behind a salary is it's covering your life expenses. So if to cover all your life expenses, which include food and gas, you need 100, but you're getting a free car and they're paying for your lunch and possibly your dinner, depending on what type of position you have, you may be able to take a cut on what it is that you in terms of the base salary, because you're not going to have those same type of expenditures. And stock options that you'll be able to exercise later on, those are a great option to help supplement your base salary. And then, as I also mentioned, thinking through bonuses. Do they offer some sort of bonus program? A lot of places may offer, 5, 10, 15% of your base salary as a bonus at the end of the year. So sure, your base is 75, but again, if you're getting an additional 15 come the end of the year, is it really all that bad? And so those three things are what I'm thinking about. Let's recap real quickly. First, again, do your research, know the market, so that you can properly benchmark and be confident in the conversations when you're being asked about what salary range you're looking for. Secondly, wait for it. There is no rush to have the salary conversation, and whoever brings up pay loses. And finally, be prepared to walk away if they're really not going to offer you what it is that you're looking for, and what you feel would be sufficient for your life and what you believe is valuable for the skills you're delivering. Be prepared to walk away. But also before you walk away, to couple with that, before you walk away, see if you can negotiate some non-cash options. Non-base cash options. So let's think about, again, stock options, bonuses, company car, additional paid benefits, additional vacation and sick time, things that can deliver value for your life that may not, even though it's not represented in your base salary, it could still improve your life and still give you the value that it is that you're looking for. So that's all I've got. I think this one was pretty quick. Well, I think it's about 10 minutes. So, but if you have any questions, you know that you can always find me on Twitter. And I'm also on Instagram. You can also find me there at FocusJ. It's the same as my Twitter handle. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye.